I guess in the next few days, weeks, and months, we're going to find out who is truly aware and who truly gives a care. Because if you are a drag queen and you participate in drag queen shows and you invite children to your shows to watch you do your drag queen stuff, and dollar bills are transferred, and where I've seen many drag shows are like that, where contact is made, and you participate in homosexual or bisexual activity off the stage, you might be bringing this bacteria to the stage, and it might not be the best idea to be around children if you are infected with this new drug-resistant stomach bug called Shigella that is going around. And parents, if you are even considering taking your children to a drag queen event where there is any type of contact that goes on, you might want to look into the Shigella bacteria, especially the one that's highly drug resistant and the one that has infected over 450,000 people in the U.S. today. Seek the truth daily. The truth will find you seeking. And in my honest opinion, this is nothing but child grooming. And back in my day, this would be called child endangerment.
The CDC is warning the public this morning about an increase of a drug-resistant strain of bacteria called Shigella. For more on this and the health warning, we're joined this morning by Dr. Monica Gandhi. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah, thank you.
So by saying that right, Shigella bacteria, what is this thing?
Yeah, so it's essentially, Shigella is a gram-negative bacteria, we call it, and it can cause really bad diarrhea, bloody diarrhea. And there's been an increase in cases, 450,000 cases reported in this outbreak, mostly among gay and bisexual men. And the problem is they're drug resistant. So the usual antibiotics that we use that are easy to use, this Shigella has become resistant to it. So it's really going to be about control of behavior, oral kind of fecal spread. That's what's happening to cause this outbreak.
So how does it spread? It's very gross.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So
that's okay. I mean, I asked.
It's oral fecal. I mean, we just got to use that word. So how does that mean? It means that we get exposed to fecal material, like to stool. And it is spreading among gay and bisexual men. Oral sex, rimming. There are practices that can lead to ingestion of some of these bacteria. And it's bloody diarrhea, it's fever, can really hurt to go to the bathroom. And why we're worried is because the really easy to use antibiotics, we have to turn to really harder to use antibiotics that we don't usually use very often. So it is absolutely something to try to contain with just keeping clean, kind of fecal, staying away from fecal matter.
Right. So the prevention steps would be that simple.
Yeah, like washing hands. Do not, I'm just being graphic on TV. So rimming is basically oral sex in the anal area. You want to just keep away from these practices at the moment because you just don't want to be exposed to this bacteria. So anything that exposes you to stool, basically. I mean, that's why it's called oral fecal spread.
Okay.
We're doing this.
A warning tonight about the rising threat of a drug-resistant bacteria that's making a lot of people sick. Charmaine Nero joins us now with more on how to prevent the spread of that bacteria.
Lauren, with the latest rise, health officials fear it may be harder to treat people due to the bacteria's antibiotic resistance. Now they're asking healthcare providers to stay on high alert.
Shigella is a bacteria, and that has been around a long time, that can cause symptoms like bloody diarrhea, abdominal pain, fever, and an overall generalized sense of being unwell. And that can be mild or it can be severe.
And according to the latest report from the CDC, an extensively resistant form of the bacteria is surging.
The infections that are rising are of a variant of Shigella that is harder to treat.
Dr. Madeline Gagnon, a pediatrician and the vice chief of staff at Gillette Children's Specialty Healthcare, says the bacteria can spread easily, affecting people of all ages.
That can cause symptoms like bloody diarrhea, abdominal pain, fever, and an overall generalized sense of being unwell.
The bacteria causes an estimated 450,000 infections in the U.S. each year. And according to the CDC, the percentage of infections from drug-resistant strains of the bacteria increased from 0 in 2015 to 5% in 2022.
Or who's most at risk are those who may have underlying immunocompromised status or other medical complexities. And in my world of pediatrics, we always worry about young children.
While Dr. Gagnon says this latest rise is uncommon when it comes to staying safe, it's important to know the symptoms and signs of the infection to prevent the spread.
Being in the hands of an experienced medical facility and providers who know how to treat this is so important.
Now, doctors say to avoid spreading the bacteria, you should wash your hands frequently and, of course, stay home if you feel sick. Back to you.